Hello everyone. So over a year ago, I made a video called Overwatch Review Should You Get Overwatch in 2019. In that video, I reviewed Overwatch and said that it was absolutely worth it in 2019. However, over a year later, after playing the game much more, I think it is absolutely not worth it in 2020. What I mean by this is Overwatch is really fun for the first few weeks when you get it, but after that it is completely unfun and frustrating if anything, and I will explain why in this video. I first got Overwatch in early 2017, around 1 year after its release, after loads of my friends told me about it and said that I should get it. I was very intrigued by the idea of having so many different heroes to play as, so I went to GameStop and got it, and actually had to return it because I accidentally got the PS4 version of it and I was playing Xbox at the time. As I was on my way home, I read the back of the cover over and over and marvelled at the images of the game on it. When I installed it, and as I did the tutorial, I instantly fell in love with it. The visuals, the gameplay, the heroes, I was obsessed with it all. It was the only game that I played all summer, and I remember just playing it for hours. I started playing competitive play in around season 5, but spent the majority of my time playing quick play. I played it for around a year, and then in August 2018, when I built my PC, I really wanted to get it, but I couldn't afford it as I just spent all my money on my PC. So after a few months of waiting, aided by playing free-to-play games such as Fortnite and Sniper 3D Assassin Shoot to Kill. Yeah, that's how desperate I was to play games. Anyway, after that, in January 2019, I bought Overwatch on my PC, as my first game I ever bought on my PC. It was as if the exact same thing happened again. It was all I played. I became obsessed with it and played it for hours upon hours, this time focusing more on competitive play. I say all of this because I want everyone watching this video to know that I've been playing this game for a long time, and I want you all to know that I'm not just some salty newcomer that's annoyed because he lost a few comp games. I've played over 400 hours of this game combined on Xbox and PC, and I've unlocked 3 golden guns in total. Overwatch is the only game that I've consistently played since I got it. With other games, I played them for a few months and then I wouldn't really play them, but I've never really taken a huge break from Overwatch. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the problems of Overwatch in 2020. I think Siegel said it perfectly when he said that in Overwatch, good games are really good and bad games are really bad. I would go as far as to add to this by saying that good games in Overwatch, when everyone is communicating, working together, pushing together and winning, Overwatch feels like the best game in the world hands down. However, in bad games in Overwatch, when no one is talking to each other, people are just picking whatever they want, people are leaving, not grouping together and constantly getting picked, Overwatch is easily the most frustrating game in the world. There are many more huge problems with Overwatch. The first one being how mains aren't viable anymore. You used to be able to pick one hero, and if you were very good with that hero, you'd be able to take on any other hero. An example of this is Junkrat versus Pharah. Pharah obviously can't as Junk, because he has projectile aim instead of hit scan, so it's very difficult to hit Pharah while she is up in the air. However, a good Junk can corner Pharah into closer areas where it is possible to hit her and kill her. This, however, isn't really the case anymore. It's more like if someone picks the hero that counters yours, you either have to switch or just keep dying. Speaking of being killed constantly, the fact that a healer can take on a tank should be absolutely unthinkable. Yet healers such as Moira and Brigitte can not only confidently take on tanks, but completely shred them. Instead of just making healers that can defend themselves, Blizzard have made it as if they are a damage hero with healing abilities. This is shown as true, since Moira's left click, which is a healing spray, is limited. However, her right click, which is a beam that does damage, is unlimited. Let me say that again. A healer has limited heals, yet has unlimited damage. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's completely unreasonable. Another thing was 222. Now, as you might know, I made a video just under a year ago about 222, singing its praises and saying it was a complete game changer. And it was. But after a week or two, even I could no longer pretend that it was anything less than an inconvenience. First of all, Blizzard implemented it in Quick Play. Quick Play, a game mode that's literally designed to just hop in, play a hero you want to maybe warm up, completely casual. To force 222 into that is just cretinous, and totally defeats the point of having a casual game mode. Also, 222 in competitive play, as I said, felt amazing at first, but eventually it just killed any creativity, and made it practically impossible to play as DPS, unless you wanted to wait for 15 minutes, literally waiting longer than the game you played was. Blizzard eventually made 222 better by adding priority requeue, allowing you to practice while waiting, and making 222 for competitive play completely optional by bringing back open queue, but all of these things should have been there from the very start when 222 was introduced, and the fact that it took Blizzard months to implement these features is ridiculous. Also, the method Blizzard has of adding new content to the game is so formulaic. The only thing they do is add new heroes and maps. Although they think that this will make the game seem fresh, all it does is make the game really annoying for a few weeks, as the new hero is always really overpowered, and then after that, it just feels the same as before, as if nothing happened. Another way Blizzard have of making the game feel fresh is by having these events every few months. These events were amazing for the first 1 or 2 times, but after that, they were just really boring and repetitive, due to Blizzard literally not changing any of the event game modes at all. Overall, the way Blizzard has of adding new content to the game is so repetitive, and just ends up making the game feel boring. All of these problems that I've just mentioned makes the game extremely frustrating, and makes it virtually impossible to rank up, especially in lower ranks. This frustration leads to players losing games, which leads to toxic players, making it impossible to cooperate as a team, leading to you losing. It's a never-ending circle that just keeps on continuing. So, is it possible that Overwatch can be fixed? I think it's possible, but very unlikely, since Blizzard is just too out of touch with their own community and rarely listen to our complaints. Their only solution is to add new heroes and maps, and hope that the problems will go away. I think a good place to start is a serious change in the meta, to reverse all of the problems I mentioned earlier. Some new game modes would also be pretty nice, but I don't care about any new heroes or maps being added. Blizzard have been doing that for years, but I feel like they need to put that on the back burner for the time being and focus on the more serious problems, and then, when they fix those, add the new heroes and maps in. So, in conclusion, it really is so disappointing to see such a wonderful game go so badly. It might be also due to the fact that it's getting old and people are naturally starting to lose interest in it, but I think it's more likely that it's due to its developer being completely out of touch with their own community and just being quite lazy. Overwatch is the only game that I just play for the sake of playing, hoping that it will get better, but it never does. The last time I logged off of Overwatch feeling genuinely happy, and not because I rage quitted, was honestly months ago. Even when recording the footage that you're seeing right now, I was so angry while playing, not having fun at all and just wanting it to be over. No other video game makes me angry like Overwatch does. The last time that I made a video on Overwatch was nearly a year ago, and that's because there hasn't been anything new added to the game that was worth making an entire video on. All they've added was a new hero and they've changed the career profile to look much nicer. So, to go back to the question I asked over a year ago, is Overwatch worth it in 2020? I wouldn't say so. Overwatch is fun for the first few months when you get it, but that period of it being fun is getting shorter and shorter. So for all of these reasons that I've brought up in this video, I'm going to uninstall Overwatch for the very first time. It has nothing to do with storage, I have loads of that, but I just don't want to be tempted to buy it again. I've been playing Overwatch very consistently ever since I got it, and I've just been playing it for the sake of playing it. The majority of the times I play with my friend, but we always just end up closing it in rage and playing another game instead. So I'm just going to uninstall it, because I never have fun in it and I don't want to waste my time playing it for the sake of playing it. So with that being said, I'm going to uninstall Overwatch right now. Here it is, Overwatch. Install game. Sure you wish to uninstall Overwatch and remove all files? Yes. Done. I hope Overwatch gets better. I'm not just making this video for the sake of complaining, but instead trying to make Overwatch better, because I truly care about this game, and I want it to be fun. But right now, it would be ignorant of me to say that it's still as good as it once was. So thank you so much for watching this video. This is a different video to what I normally do. It's more of a commentary style video, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. There's probably a few holes in some of my points, so if there is, please let me know about it down in the comments. What do you think about the current state of Overwatch? If you're a long time player, do you think it's as fun as it once was? I'd love to hear what you all think in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you didn't, please leave it a dislike. If you have Instagram, you can follow me at RombarkYT. Again, thanks so much for watching and take care of yourselves.